If you're thinking of visiting Italy, chances are that you are considering coming here in the summer months. But take it from me, don't come in the summer. And here's why. Summers in Italy are hot, even in the north. In fact, I think it's more unbearable in the northern cities in the summer months because you have the high humidity without any kind of a sea breeze to alleviate it. That said though, even with a sea breeze, it can be very humid here in Italy, in the south especially. This summer in Palermo, Sicily, there were highs of 48 degrees C and a heavy humidity that made it a struggle to do anything. Mountains and woodland caught alight, and there was hardly any rain to combat it. Although this summer was probably the hottest and driest that I can remember, it is still something that as a tourist you need to be prepared for. In the hot summer afternoons, when Italians are having their nap and shops are closed, what is there to do as a tourist to escape the blazing heat? Unless you're at the beach or you can find sanctuary in a museum with aircon if they're open, there's little to do other than head back to your hotel until the intense heat of the afternoon subsides and life slowly restarts. It seems a shame to spend your afternoons in this way, but it's not easy to navigate the sights with the afternoon sun beating down on you relentlessly. There's also August to think about. I cannot stress enough how, in my opinion, this is the absolute worst month to visit Italy. August is the annual Italian holiday period of Ferragosto. During this month, Italians will take their annual holidays, ranging from 2 weeks to even a month. This means that you'll find shops, bars and businesses closed at various points throughout August, impacting the quality of your experience here. It means that you might not necessarily be able to experience the full flavour of Italy, which I think is a shame. So where do Italians go during their ferie or holiday time? If they don't venture abroad, Italians will head to the cooler mountain regions or to the beaches in the south. Heading to the beach in August, therefore, is like going to work. You've got to be there early to have any chance of securing a space on the so-called free beaches, or even to reserve a bed at a lido. Large groups of families will gather together, taking up entire swaths of the beach, bringing with them everything but the kitchen sink as they set up camp for the day. Personal space? No, sorry, that doesn't exist here in Italy. There's also the cost of accommodation to think about. Because there is such a high demand for holiday accommodation in August in Italy, both internally and externally, prices tend to skyrocket. And so as a result, you could end up paying hundreds of euros more for the same accommodation that would be a lot less expensive at other times of the year. It's impossible to talk about summer in Italy without mentioning mosquitoes or zanzaras, as they are known in Italian. The summertime is feasting season for these pests, as they leave you riddled with bites the moment your insect repellent wears off. Therefore, if you do decide to venture to Italy in the summer months, please make sure that insect repellent is the very first thing that you pack in your suitcase. Visiting Italy in the summer means you'll also be faced with lots of other tourists, both Italian and international. On the one hand, it's fabulous to see towns and cities heaving with visitors, yet on the other, it's no fun when popular attractions are overcrowded and restaurants fully booked. So with all this said, when is the best time to visit Italy? In my very humble opinion, having lived here for 4 years. The answer is actually now. Mid to late September onwards, in my opinion, is the perfect time to visit Italy. Normal life resumes, schools reopen, and the temperatures become a lot more bearable. Right now in Palermo, we are having days of 25 to 26 degrees C, which, considering what we experienced in the summer, is actually wonderful. Of course, it does depend on what region of Italy you wish to visit. In the north, for example, there can be days of rain, especially around this time of year, But I think with the other advantages that visiting Italy in the autumn can bring, I think they offset any rainy days that you may encounter. Here in the south, you'll find beaches less crowded at this time of year, and most lidos stay open until the end of September when the season finishes. Plus, bonus tip, because it is not considered high season, you'll also pay less for a bed at a lido during this time. Here in Palermo, people are known to swim in the sea even in October, as it's still warm enough to do so. So you can still experience those aspects of summer, even at this time of year. You'll also experience more of real Italy, something you know already that I'm extremely passionate about. With fewer tourists, you'll experience life with the locals. I promise you, this is reason enough alone to visit Italy in the autumn.